that's all they want to talk about is the light bulb.
Right.
Now, what I'd like to do is kind of explain the light demonstration. What we have here, Scott, is a positive negative probe open circuit.
Right.
And what I'd like to do is we're going to go ahead and just take a nickel,
okay,
an element, and we're going to go ahead and close that circuit, and we get a light.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the electricity is flowing through the nickel, and
we're closing that circuit. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, to me, the most important thing to understand here from this demonstration is that this is what's keeping us alive. If you think about it, by definition of death, it's not when the heart stops beating, because
right,
there's our heartbeat, right?
Oh, okay, right.
It's when that electrical current in the brain stops that they pronounce us dead. So we're nothing but a very sophisticated machine ran off electrical, current.
Yeah, okay.
And that's what we're trying to, show with this demonstration is what does our food offer?
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead, Scott, if you would, put those positive and negative probes into that potato.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to let, yeah,
right,
it's
okay,
alive.
Right.
And think about that. It's a live food. Most of the foods that we're eating today, Scott, literally, we either cook it, nuke it, eat it out of can. We've discussed that.
Yeah, right.
We're eating very little of this raw food.
Yeah, true.
Let's go ahead and put it in the tomato.
Okay. Oh, good. So, got minerals there. And the apple.
And the apple. Let's go ahead and put it in the banana.
Banana.
Now let's go back to the apple. Did you see that huge drop?
Yeah, it was less than the others, quite a bit. Okay.
What I love to really think, it's prepared it for us.
Yeah, okay.
So let's go ahead and see if we get I'm going to go ahead and put, this is distilled water.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and stir this up, Scott.
Okay.
And what do we get?
Oh. Same response.
Same response as our fruits and vegetables, right?
So it's plant. It's like a plant, or minerals are in this product?
That's a great question. 72.
Oh, wow.
72 trace minerals.
Okay. So 1 drop?
1 drop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, going back to we saw how each fruit or vegetable fluctuates.
So it's the same. Like with the tomato, it's the same. We're getting the same type of minerals, right? So the minerals that are prepared by the
either
plants or whatever, or
a health condition, or have battled one.
Right.
So in this case, what I'd like to do is let's go ahead and think about it. pH balance. We can live how long without food? 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah, something like, yeah.
Most of society thinks 2 to 3 hours, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yet at the same time, we can live 2 to 3 days without water, which we basically don't drink enough water to begin with.
Right.
And yet we can only live 2 to 3 minutes without oxygen. Right?
Yeah, right.
So the most important aspect of our existence is the element of oxygen. And relating that back to pH is that the higher the acidity in our bodies, lack of oxygen or oxygen-deprived environment.
Okay.
The higher the pH in our bodies, of course, oxygen enriched, and there's our protection because that's what our foods do for us. That's what our body, that's our protection, and our food should be feeding that. Now, we're going to take it again from a demonstration standpoint. This is just a simple pH test kit. I'm going to go ahead and fill this.
You can get something like this just like at a pool supply store or something.
Sure,
right?
a water store, absolutely.
Okay, or a water store.
Yeah,
right.
and basically what we're doing here is we're just filling this side up right here. As you can see, it's
the water that we've been using, right?
Right, and to think about this, the higher the range on the pH goes from 0 to 14. The lower the number, the higher the acidity. The higher the number, the higher the alkalinity. Now,
so we want a higher number.
Higher number,
What's like an ideal pH, for example?
Again, this is a topic that we really have to focus on because we don't want to over-alkalize our bodies because that could be just as deadly as becoming too acidic. So even if our blood, and ultimately it's our blood pH that we really need to focus on here because our blood has to remain perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
And of course, the way our bodies do that is called osmosis or homeostasis, or the blood has that perfect balance. Now, here's what happens: is that as we eat or drink certain foods, our bodies have. Wood for me, Scott. I'm going to go ahead and put what's called phenol red, which is the acid that tests for pH balance.
Okay.
I'm going to put 5 drops here in this water, and what this will do is this will give us a base solution. We're going to go ahead and turn that upside down. You can see that response.
Right. So it's relatively...
It's neutral. Now remember,
neutral, right?
Neutral is 7. Okay, that's where blood, and again, depending on what you're looking at or what drop into
keeps
this.
fizzing up.
Put
Okay,
one little
one
drop.
drop.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and shake that up. Did you see what happened?
So it's completely yellow, which
Completely
is
acidic. So if you
back
look
over
at it here,
in the acid area.
completely acidic. So in this case, doesn't surprise.
Obviously, it's
Yeah, it doesn't
completely
surprise
acidic.
us. So what I'd like to do then is I'd like to go ahead and test the minerals that we've discussed, right?
Okay.
I want to go ahead and, if you would for me, Scott, take this colloidal mineral
Okay.
and put 1 drop into that acidic solution.
The same.
Yep.
The same solution.
Just put it
Just
1 drop.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and, now,
Well, it didn't really change.
didn't change.
No.
So again, with what we already, experienced in the last segment, we now understand that from a pH standpoint, it doesn't affect that acidity.
Okay, right.
What I'd like to do is go ahead and take, if you would for me, 1 drop of the ionic, well, in this case,
Concentrates,
the ionic
right?
trace mineral drops, right?
Okay.
Concentrates.
Just 1 drop.
1 drop.
Okay. Oh wow, I can already see it.
And did you see that response?
It's
It took it right back to a
right back to like a
high alkaline pH. Now, think about that. Now, you can see that just...
Well, actually balanced it out, just pretty much.
So let's go ahead and do this again. I want you to put 1 more drop into that.
Okay.
And
Well, that actually tells us how
acidic
the
soda pop is, right. But what I wanted to truly show is that that's our protection.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's
That,
just 2 drops.
that pH balance, or in this case, that high alkaline environment, or that balance from an alkaline standpoint, is that oxygen-rich environment that we're trying to create to protect our health. And that ultimately is the power of the concentration trace mineral.